This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7, is that I came across this article that you see in front of your screen from News Nation, where U.S. police chiefs, throughout the country, have been provided handbooks on what to do if their officers come across a UAP, which stands for Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon. Okay? So you have the police force now in America been given handbooks which have instructions on how to deal with so-called UFOs, or what they call UAPs. All right. And it reminds me of Revelation chapter 1, verse 7, because a handbook ain't going to stop the Lord from judging, America, Babylon the Great. Okay? When Yahweh Shai and the angels come, okay, all the wicked, all the proud are going to be judged, period. Okay? Meaning destroyed. All right? In fact, I'm going to bring out another scripture that comes to mind. Isaiah 21, verse 26. Isaiah 26, verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, for their wickedness, for their ungodliness. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Exactly. So, a handbook, ain't going to do squat, when Yahweh Shai and angels come to judge, you people. So, all you cops that have this handbook or have read it, that's not going to stop you from getting your judgment. Period. Okay? And the fact that they're doing this, it just proves that this devil knows he has a short time. Okay? And he's trying to do his best, to calm the people down. All right? When I say this devil, I'm talking about these Edomites. All right? Mainly the international bankers, the Illuminati, these secret societies that do know, what these vehicles are all about. All right? Scriptures say they are wiser than Daniel. All right? Let me get that. They know that it's the angels of the Lord, documenting and reporting all the wickedness that's going on the earth. All right? They know. That's why they built a space force. Wiser than Daniel. All right. Ezekiel, I'll start at Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 2. But the point is in 3. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrese, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. All right, and you can equate this to these Edomites, these international bankers. All right, this is the spirit that they're coming in. Okay, they think they're gods. All right, on the earth, and that's why they do what they do. Okay, and that's why they push all this matter wickedness. All right, on the planet, and the people go along with it because these people are wicked themselves. All right, they have no backbone. All right, they sell out for money, for fame. Okay, so on and so forth. Yet thou art a man and not a God, and not God, right? And that's why when Yahweh and angels come, all right, you international bankers, you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, you DuPonts, all right, you're gonna understand that you were just a man, all right, and the Lord is gonna humble you down because you're the first ones to go into slavery. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, right, in your mind, all right. That's why you're out there, all right, doing whatever the hell you want in space, okay. You're mismanaging the earth, all right, because again, in your mind, you think you're a god, all right. 3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that can hide from thee, right. And again, all right, to the point, these international bankers, all right, these secret society, Illuminati weirdos, all right, they know exactly who's in these vehicles, okay. They know what we're teaching is the truth, okay. That the angels are in these vehicles. So-called black men with white woolly hair are in these vehicles, all right, documenting everything, all right, and reporting it, all right, to their head general, Yahweh Shai, who reports it, all right, to his father, okay, Yahweh, okay, because there's order, okay, in the spiritual realm, all right. There's disordered, okay, here on this planet. That's why the Lord has to come and clean house, all right. But the point is, they know, all right, and that's why they're doing all this stuff, all right. That's why also again they built the Space Force. What was the Space Force all about, all right? And this is an old article, but it's good to bring this back, all right. This article came out December 2023, and it's really not old, all right. It's really not. Okay, U.S. military is seeing, all right, UFOs in space, officials report says, okay. U.S. Space Force released a plan to identify and track anomalous UFO sightings. Space Force said the unknown objects disrupt its threat identification mission. Okay, there you go. Okay, and there's a diagram of the increase of these what they call objects in outer space. There's been an increase, all right, since the 60s, which makes sense because where's the image? Okay, and I know brothers brought this out in their lessons. All right, the truth came out in 1969, 1970, all right, and there's been an increase of objects in space, which for the most part they cannot identify. And look at it, all right. These are the chariots, man. These are these are the angels, all right, in these so-called UFOs. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, you know what? Let me get another scripture. Was it Psalm 67? Psalm 67 or 68? Let me make Psalm 68, excuse me, and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. You see? Okay? And this is what this depiction shows. Thousands of the chariots. All right? Thousands and thousands. Okay? All right? They say now there are over 25,000 objects total in orbit. All right, and that's with the ones they can count. All right. Remember, these chariots appear and disappear. Okay. Now they're saying that although most were determined to be rocket bodies or spacecraft or mission-related debris, all right, and this is why you're not going to get judged, because you polluted you polluted space. Okay, not only did you pollute the earth, you polluted space. That's why the Lord's coming to destroy those, man. All right, that destroy the earth. Okay, let me get that. That came to my mind. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. Right, Yahushua and the angels have come in to bring wrath. Okay, to destroy those that destroy the earth. All right, as well as polluted the space. All right, but this scripture is pertaining to the earth. And the time of the dead. All right, the dead represents these heathens. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. Right, and we fear Yahweh B'Shem Shai. That's why we're doing, again, today's Day of Atonement. All right, it's part of our high holy days. All right, we're afflicting our souls, okay, for the sins that we committed, knowingly or unknowingly. All right, and begging the Lord for forgiveness because we fear His name. All right, and His name ain't God, and His name ain't Jesus. All right. But here's the point: and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. There you go. Destroy them which destroy the earth. Again, that's why, again, in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 21, for behold, the Lord cometh out of His place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. You see? Okay? All right? And I found this interesting, too. You even have this weirdo character, Taylor Swift, all right, at the VMAs in a so-called UFO outfit, all right? What's this all about? Okay, because this devil knows, all right? And this is this sellout, sold out for fame and fortune, for just to be to live in sin for a season, and she'll be judged accordingly. But again, they use this Edomite Taylor Swift, all right, to push the so-called UFOs, all right? Okay, because this devil knows, man, all right? This devil knows. Okay? Now, I want to go back to this scripture here. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Right? All right, the Roman soldiers that pierced Yahweh Shai. All right, which proves that reincarnation is real. Okay? And which proves that, who are these Roman soldiers? Edomites, so-called white people. All right? And you so-called white people that are in the know that you were the Romans, okay? All right? Hey, that's why the Lord's gunning for Yah, all right? All you so-called white power Edomites out there, Hey, come with that same energy when Yahweh Shai returns with the angels, all right? Because He's going to clean your clock. All the guns and all the military training, all right, that you have been training for is not going to stop the Lord from, crushing you people, man. And all the kindreds and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. Now, when you go into the word wail, it's one of my favorite words, man. All right? And this is like a tongue-in-cheek, too, because, all right, the word is kopto, all right? Just like you cops got these handbooks, all right? You got these handbooks how to prepare for a UFO sighting, all right? Well, when the Lord comes back, He's going to bring the kopto to you, all right? Kopto, which means to what? To cut, to strike, to smite, all right? There you go. That's the definition, okay? To cut, strike, smite. So that's how the Lord's coming back. To cut, to strike, to smite you wicked people. To chop, okay? Let's get another one. Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulations, those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. All right, it's talking about the coming destruction. 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall the tribes of the earth mourn. Okay? So again, what is this talking about? Well, when you go into the word mourn, all right, it's kopto again, because the Lord is coming to cut, strike, and smite. Okay, there it is, kopto again. That's why it's important to get into words. All right. So not only you got to worry about a nuclear missile dropping on your heads, you got to worry about Yahweh Shai and the angels, all right, zapping you with his laser beams. Okay. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. Right. And when you see that chariot, the largest chariot, come with the angels, all right, and there's smaller chariots, hey man, it's a wrap. All right, a handbook ain't gonna save you. All right, Space Force ain't gonna save you. All right, mocking the Lord ain't gonna save you, because again, this is mocking. This is mocking the Lord. All right, you should fear. Okay, really, the only ones that's supposed to be wearing chariot garments are the prophets. Okay, because we know exactly who are in these vehicles. All right, but they're mocking the Lord, because guarantee, all right, they're pushing that, oh, these are aliens, these are little green men, to build a narrative, all right, to get the people behind going to war against the Lord and the angels, which is going to happen. All right, that's why they're doing this. Okay, that's why they're doing this. All right. Let's continue on. Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, right? Wherever the elect is scattered at on earth. Okay? This is not talking about a literal heaven. All right? How can we prove that? Real quickly. All right? Deuteronomy chapter 31. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Or is it 33? Is it 33? No, then it's Deuteronomy 30. Excuse me. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Salakia. It's Deuteronomy 30. I know it was in the 30s. Let's get to the point. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 3. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, which is happening now. All right, the Lord is waking up his elect. All right, we're knowing who we are. All right, we are acknowledging our offenses. All right, we are showing the Lord that, all right, that we're going to participate in the high holy days that he gave us. Okay, one of them, a major one, is Day of Atonement. Okay, which atone meaning the Hebrew word is kapar. All right, which means to purge. We're purging our soul. We're afflicting our soul, all right, by not eating and drinking, okay, for 24 hours, which the Lord is seeing, and that's why he's going to show compassion towards us, okay? Because he's like, yo, they believe. Look what they're doing. The angels are reporting this. The angels see everything, all right? Oh, hold on. You know, okay, man. You people on the earth are proud, man. Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Right. And who are the eyes of the Lord? The angels. Okay. They're the ones that are documenting everything that's going on earth, and that's why you're seeing an uptick in so-called UFO sightings, all right? Because now it's time for judgment, okay? So we're gonna get to the point of heaven, okay? It's not talking about a literal heaven, all right, in space. All right, the elect are not flying in space. All right, this is talking about here on earth. And have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, right? Because we were scattered among all the nations, all right? That's why you're going to have Israelites that are going to look like so-called white people, or so-called Asian people, or so-called Chinese people. I mean, that's Asian. So-called Arabs, excuse me, okay? That's a spam call, excuse me, spammers. You know, Satan got to do his 1-2. It's all right. All right, so-called, what's it called? East Indian. All right, our people were scattered throughout the earth. Okay, and this word through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmal Shai is gathering them. That's why they're going to be delivered. Okay, because they're part of the elect. All right. Whether the Lord thy God have scattered thee, right, because that was part of the curses, that we will be removed from our land and be scattered into, all right, all these nations as captives. 4, if any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, here we go, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. You see? So, so that's not talk. So when you read that in Matthew 24, it's not talking about a literal heaven in space. This is talking about wherever the elect are scattered at throughout the earth. All right? The Lord's going to fetch them. 5, and the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possess, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do good and multiply thee above thy fathers. Right? Okay? Oh, let's keep going. 6, and the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart, which he's doing, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy power with all thy heart. Right? And how do you do that? You got to show the Lord. You got to show that you love the Lord. You got to, all right, repent. All right, turn from your wicked ways. You got to acknowledge him in all your ways. You got to engage in these high holy days, like the Day of Atonement again. All right, you need to do this. All right. These are the requirements to show that you love the Lord. All right? You have to acknowledge that Yahweh Shai is King of Kings, Lord of Lords. You have to acknowledge that Yahweh Shai, all right, is worthy to be worshipped and praised. And will all thy soul that thou mayest live. Right. 7, and the Lord thy God will put these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Right, and the curses are falling upon these Edomites. That's why these Edomites are divided. They hate one another. All right. What's it called? They are dying. All right, from drug overdose. Okay. They're what's it called? A lot of these Edomites are LGBTQ personnel. All right, these curses are falling upon them. All right, and that's how you know the Lord's judging them. All right, and ultimately he's going to bring the curse onto them. Well, and I'm just going with the spirit. It's longer than I anticipated, but hey, it's just a spirit. The curse. All right, Zechariah chapter 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll, again a chariot, so-called UFO. All right, that's what Zechariah is describing. And that's what he's writing down. Remember, the term UFO and UAP, all right, were not founded in these times. All right, so Zechariah is writing according to the words, all right, that he knew at this time period. Okay, but if you have spiritual eyes, you would understand that. 2, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. 3, then said he unto me, right, and this is Zechariah speaking to an angel, and the angel speaking to Zechariah and explaining, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. Right, the chariots, the so-called UFOs. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to right. And who's the biggest thief walking on the earth? The so-called white man, white woman, white child. Okay, the so-called white man. All right, and his pride and his pump. All right, he's the biggest thief. All right, America was stolen. All right, this is a good example. How was America founded? How was America founded? By rape, robbery, and murder. Okay, and everyone that swear shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Right? And then this devil has the audacity to swear on the Bible. Okay? For I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Right? Talking about fire. All right? The Lord's going to bring fire to, all right, you Edomites. All right? Read Isaiah 63. That's judgment to you Edomites. Okay? Who is this that cometh from Edom in thy garments? All right? Roughly paraphrasing, right? You know, I'll get the first verse. Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? All right, Basra represents America, Babylon the Great. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right, this is a future prophecy of Yahushua coming, all right, to judge the Edomites, all right, the so-called white race, okay? You know, I'll read till 4. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? 3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Right? And this is poetic speaking, all right? Because the scriptures talk about how the Lord's coming back, all right? You read 2nd Esdras chapter 13, okay? You know, I'll get it. 4. Let me just finish this. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemer is come. Right? Vengeance is in the Lord's heart. But 2nd Esdras chapter 13, which is in the Apocrypha, all right, literally gives you, okay, a depiction, a description of how the Lord's returning, all right, to the earth. And it came to pass after 7 days, so this is 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof. All right, this is Yahushua coming, all right, from the heavens, okay? Again, Esdras is explaining it to the best of his ability, all right? 3, again, according to the words that he's familiar with in his time. And behold, and lo, the man waxed strong from the thousands of heaven. You see, thousands, again, the chariots. Oh, this reminded me of Jude, all right? Gotta bring this out. Jude chapter 1, verse 14. And this is the brother of Yahushua, who the word even calls Jesus. And Enoch also, right? Enoch, a fellow Israelite, all right? The 7th from Adam, prophesy of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints. There you go. The thousands from heaven. All right, the angels. Okay? 15, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their harsh speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Right? All you blasphemers. Okay? All you wicked people, ungodly people that walk the earth. All right? And again, all right, you have a track record, especially you Edomites, okay, of moving in wickedness and ungodliness. You lied on the Bible. You said the Lord is a so-called white man, which is a lie. You said that the chosen people are these Jewish people, so-called, which is a lie. Okay? They're not. They're Edomites just like you. All right? More specifically, they come from out of the loins of Edom, and out of that loin, all right, is Amalek. Okay, and so that's why you low level Edomites are all upset, you know, at these JJs, these so-called, you know, Jewish people. All right, because you saw that they screwed you over. All right, from the blessing that was, all right, was given, all right, from Isaac. All right, because they're the only ones benefiting from, all right, the blessing that Isaac gave them, which is by thy sword shalt thou live. Okay, because who funds all the wars? The JJs. They're the ones, they're the bankers. All right? They're the ones that have all the money. So you average Edomites, you so-called white people, okay, you know, instead of just running your mouths and pointing the finger, you should do something about it, you know? And that's my consultation to y'all. All right. And if you're mad that you didn't get a piece of the American dream, the American pride, you got to take it up with your politicians and your lawmakers who are working for the JJs, the 1948ers, the small hats. All right. The so-called Jewish people. You need to take it up with them. That's why I don't understand how you clowns are still thinking about voting. Why are you even participating in the voting process? All right. Trump, Kamala, both work for the JJs. Anyway, you're not going to be judged because you walked in wickedness, okay? So let's go back. We got to go back to second Esdras. I'm a little all over the place, all right, in terms of jumping from scripture to scripture, but hey, it's all focused on the same topic, all right? The Lord's coming. Yahushua is coming with the angels, okay, to judge all you wicked people. All right, that have polluted the earth, that destroyed the earth, that have lied on his name, that have lied, okay, on his word, all right, that have deceived his people, that have hurt his people, that have poisoned his people, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, for the most part. But you also have Israelite foreigners that are scattered among the nations that look like the other nations, all right, but their lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right. There's a judgment for you Edomites and the rest of you heathens too. Don't get it twisted. We just get on Esau Edom because he's in the power seat. All right? Starting with the international bankers. All right, 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen on him. Right. Again, that goes back to Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. All right? Okay? All eyes shall see him, and you people are going to tremble while he burns you up. 4. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, talking about the laser beams, the high concentrated fire laser beam, all right, the power that's in his hand. I got to get this. Yeah, the Spirit's on me. The Spirit's on me. Got to get it. It's a Habakkuk 3. Yep, here it is. Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 3. And the Most High came from Teman. Oh, Teman. All right, that's another descendant of Esau, Edom. And the Holy One from Mount Paran, Salah. His glory covered the heavens, right? The chariots, the so-called UFOs, all right? Yahushua and the angels. And the earth was full of his praise. 4. And his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand. And there was the hiding of his power, right? And when you go into the word horn, okay, it's Quran, which means horn, strength, flask, horn. Here's the point of rays of light. Talk about the laser beams, okay? All right? Talking about the laser beams, okay? It's interesting how this phone rings all of a sudden. I don't get no phone calls, okay? I barely get any phone calls. But since I'm doing this lesson, I get 2 interruptions already. Interesting, all right? Well, it went to voicemail, okay? And it's not important. That whatever that is not important. Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 4. And his brightness was as the light. He had horns, meaning those laser beams, coming out of his hand. And there was the hiding of his power. 5. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. 6. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. Woo! He drove asunder the nations. Okay? What does the word asunder mean? Nathar, which means to tremble, shake, all right? Unbind, right? Okay? There you go. Okay? To tremble, shake. and the everlasting mountains were scattered. The petrols did bow, his ways are everlasting. What does it say in NLT version? I'm curious. When he stops, the earth shakes. When he looks, the nations trembles. He shatters the everlasting mountains and levels the eternal hills. Right. Talking about these governments. All right. All right. Mountains represents government. The Lord's coming to crush your governments. It doesn't matter if the government in America, doesn't matter if it's the government of Russia, doesn't matter if it's the government of China. Okay. All right. Any government in Europe, the Lord is coming to crush. He is the eternal one. Right. There you go. 7. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of land of Midian did tremble. 8. Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thy anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation? Right, because Habakkuk saw the destruction. All right, the destruction came. All right, that okay. The Lord tore everything up. Okay, that's how much anger the Lord has. So back to 2nd Esdras chapter 13 verse 4 again. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they that burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it fleeth the fire. Right, high concentrated fire. Okay, them rays. Okay. 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. Right. Okay. You have that's why you have the Space Force, right, and various other nations. Okay, they're gonna come together in some Independence Day style type shit. We're gonna come together. You're gonna have some hey, let's put away our differences, and hey, that's not going to stop the Lord from crushing you people. All right. In fact, the Lord's putting the Spirit on you to do it. That's why the scriptures say the deceive and deceiver are His. Okay, that's in Job chapter 12 verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he have graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Right. This is Yahushai's spaceship. All right. Who the world English calls Jesus. This is his spaceship. And notice Ezra is describing it as a great mountain. All right, because that's the words he was using at that time. That's the way he was describing it at that time. All right, he's just using the words that he knows. 7. But I would have seen the region or place wherewith the hill was graven, and I could not. Right, meaning it was so big he couldn't see the end of it. That's why the scriptures say all eyes shall see him. Okay. 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yes, there's fight. Right, the Lord, okay, is going to have to put the Spirit on you, Air Force officers in various different countries, all right, to fight him in the heavens, all right. All you space, and you guys are watching our videos, you know what time it is, all right. That's why, let's go, man. Push this fucking chip, man, all right. That's what we're waiting on, is RFID chip. Okay, so that because I'm looking forward to this prophecy, man. I want to see it, man. I want to see the Lord spank y'all. All right, you prideful, all right, pilots, all right, you prideful heathens that think you can fight the Creator of heaven and earth. Fight the Creator of heaven and earth's Son, Yahushai, who was given all power and authority, who was given the blueprint to create the heaven and earth by His Father. All right, you think you're gonna defeat Yahushua and the angels? You motherfuckers is prideful, man. But it's good. It has to happen. All right, because prophecy has to be fulfilled. 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. All right, because he's in a big spaceship. All right, commanding it. Okay. He's like, what's that? The Star Trek, right? You see the Star Trek shows, right? Who's the main character? Okay, Captain. Hold on. Let's get an analogy here. a metaphor. All right, Yahweh Shai is in a spaceship commanding. He's like like a commander in Star Trek, right? Star Trek Captain Christopher, right? Captain Kirk, right? There you go. Sitting in the chair, all right? Commanding, all right? Under his commanding the angels to light this place up with fire, all right? There you go, all right? Just like Captain Kirk, James T. Kirk, all right? Where do you think they get this idea from? They get it from the Bible, all right? That's why, Esau's a counterfeiter. He's not original, all right? He steals ideas constantly from the scriptures. Anyway, back. Okay? Again, that's how the Lord is coming back. He ain't coming back to talk to you people. He ain't coming back, all right, to tell you, all right, it's okay to be an LGBTQT. He's coming back to destroy and kill, man. So back to 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire. You see? And out of his lips a flaming breath. And out of his tongue he cast out sparks of tempest. Right. So this is how Ezra was describing it. All right. It wasn't literally, all right, fire coming out of the Lord's mouth. All right. He's describing it this vehicle, this spaceship, this large spaceship that he couldn't see an end of, was zapping people with its laser beams. All right. Another good movie to watch is War of the was it Lord of the Wars or Wars of the? It's Tom Cruise. I always get the tongue. It's a tongue twister for me. Lord of the Wars or War of the Lords or something like that. Tom Cruise. Let me see some. Tom Cruise. War of the Worlds. That's right. Excuse me. Good movie to watch. All right. Okay. And again, they get this idea from the Bible. War of the Worlds. That's it. War of the Worlds. Okay. Back to 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. I mean, that's why they're building the Space Force. Again, the Space Force stuff. And burn them up every one, so that upon the sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. Right. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The Lord zapped these people into powder. Again, all right, you see a great depiction of it in War of the Worlds. Okay? When I saw this, I was afraid. Right. Ezra was fearful. Okay? He saw this future prophecy and he was terrified. And this is a man of the Lord. Okay? Hey, 12. Afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. Right? This is, all right, the Israelites. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then I was sick through the great, and I awaked and said, Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Right? Because Esdras was praying. Okay? He was asking for a vision. Okay? And he was fasting too. Okay? Let me just make sure I got that right. Towards the end, he was fasting. Oh no, Salakia says, but he was eating only in those days of flowers in the field and had meat of the herbs, right? He was just eating greens, all right? Okay, but guarantee Esdras was fast. He fasted too, as well, because that's part of our culture. Okay, so yeah, all right. So Slakia says that he, but I remain right here in 12. But I remained still in the field 7 days, as the angel commanded me, and did eat only in those days of the flowers of the field, and had my meat of the herbs. You see that? Okay. Esdras is receiving a whole vision. Okay, Esdras is a major prophet. Okay, so there you go. All right, so Matthew chapter 24, verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds and from one end of heaven to another. There you go. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 5, as birds flying, right? Isaiah is describing the chariots as birds flying. So will the Lord of hosts, meaning the Lord of armies, defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it. There you go. The Lord is going to protect his people. You know? Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right? All you people about to be judged. That ain't right. Hey, including our own people. You ain't right either. The bulk of y'all going to be judged too. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, right? And you people have troubled the Lord's servants, all right? With your mockery, with your ridicule, all right? With your lies, okay? And so the Lord's going to recompense, meaning pay you back for all this. 7, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, there we go. That's plain. 8, and flaming fire, 2 Esdras 13, which I just read, Habakkuk chapter 3, which I read, okay? Taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. 9, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord, right? This is why you're supposed to fear the Lord. And from the glory of his power. 10, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day, right? And the elect are getting sealed, all right? Because, hey, the elect are being sealed by us, the prophets, pushing out this word, all right? And they're being sealed, and they believe, all right? And this is all done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shabbat Shai. Okay? So, Lord willing, us edifying, hey, you know, you police chiefs and you cops with these books, all right? This is vain, all right? This is fucking retarded, okay? When Yahweh Shai and the angels come, it's a wrap. No book is going to save you on what to do. You're going to be cooked, all right? Okay? That's the point. You will be destroyed, all right? Because all you cops, all right, are protectors of this institution, or this wicked institution, okay? This wicked society, all right? You protect the weirdos and freaks, okay? You protect idol worshipers, all right? That's just the facts, okay? That's why we telling our people, if you're in the police force, you need to leave. If you're in the military, you need to leave. There's plenty other jobs out there, all right? This Jake is gone. I read it, I think in this, he said in this, yeah, I was watching this. I didn't read it, excuse me. I watched it. And he said he's been in the police force for 30 years. His brain is fried. He's an old bottle. There's no repenting. I mean, again, you know, I'm just saying, man, the Lord could do what he wants, you know, but 30 years in the force, you are gone. He's going to die for this place, man. All right? He is going to be destroyed with this place. All right? People that have that same mindset. When you start talking about chariots and UFOs, all right, it's at that point that you need to start getting spiritual. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, now we're being handed handbooks. 20, 30 years ago, people that said they saw UFOs were considered crazy, okay, and conspiracy theorists. Now you're providing handbooks to us. That's why the Lord's got to destroy a lot of people in this. Okay, it's going to destroy a lot of people on this earth. All right, and America is going to be destroyed from sea to shining sea. You best believe that. That's why the Lord's going to destroy America. This place is ran in wickedness, confusion, hypocrisy. Anyway, with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us his truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing his truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep it faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. All right, this is comical stuff. Now, these cops are being provided handbooks on how to deal with chariot sightings. It's a wrap. We're out of here. All right. This is a faith booster. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. All right. And stay prayed up. When you pray with your head covered. Shalom. We're almost out of here. Shalom.